All right guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have the OutfitR 2-bike rack. This rack holds up to 200 pounds and is good for most e-bikes. We have some pretty super heavy ones if you leave the batteries in, get upwards of 130, but if you remove the batteries, this rack will work perfectly. Let's go ahead and get this unboxed, get it on the truck, and I'm gonna show you guys how to load the bikes. All right, all you gotta do is hit this at about 20 miles an hour. I'm just kidding, you don't do that. If you guys want one of these OutfitR racks, go to my link in the description. You'll get the most up-to-date pricing. Use my code for a discount and pick one of these up. These are absolutely fantastic racks. So I've been using this to haul and deliver bikes for over a year and a half. So let's go ahead and get this unboxed and show you how everything comes. All right, let's lay this down. And guys, this rack does come with a ramp, which makes it really nice. So you can take the ramp, set it on there, push the bikes up. You're not trying to pick them up and set them on there. So I'm gonna do it just like this because I don't want you guys to see me try and struggle putting this together. No, I'm just kidding, I'm gonna cut this. All right guys, here you're gonna see your instruction manual. We'll set that aside because we don't read instructions. Just kidding, we're gonna do that. So here's how everything is boxed. It comes very nicely packaged so nothing gets damaged. And we are going to start removing all of our parts and pieces. So the nice part about this rack is your front tire rolls over this and sits down in this channel. So then you run this through and it secures everything, makes it super nice. So we're just gonna I'm gonna take that back out of there. What we're going to do is just set everything out of the box, guys, and then we'll start assembling this. I want to show you guys how everything goes together. This is your ramp, and it slides right in the back of the rack, and then it has a pin through it, so it's always right there with you. It makes it super nice to have the rack right there handy. And it is coated with this really nice powder coat, silver powder coat, so that's pretty awesome. I really like how they coated everything. So here are our rails. This is where the back tire sits, on these rails right here. It does come with these straps, so you can actually strap it down if you want to. Here is your 2-inch receiver. It is threaded, as you can see right here. When you put your pin through, it tightens against there and secures that so it doesn't wobble around. All right guys, so here we have our clamps. Normally when I do these, I put these clamps around the seat post. I bring the seat post up a little bit. They do swivel like this. So if you don't want to put them around the seat post, you can actually clamp them around the frame of the bike. Also makes it very secure. And here's our pin. This holds the back in. So let's just set this down here. So 2-bike rack with ramp, load capacity 200 pounds. Just FYI guys, I want you to understand that it is a 200-pound rack. For tools, all we need is a 17, a 19, and a 24. So I have both end wrenches and sockets, so we're just gonna put this together and go from there. So this is the bolt that goes through and holds this in, makes it super nice. To tighten that up, it is a 24, so you will need a 24-inch either wrench or socket or a crescent wrench. You can use a regular crescent wrench and tighten that down. I like to use a larger socket, but I have it. So we're gonna go ahead and assemble the rails first, guys. These are 17 mil. The nice part is they went through and put these in here for us, so we won't lose them, but we do have to take them out. I do have this handy dandy Craftsman. All we are doing is taking these out. These do have a washer and then a tension washer on it, a split washer, and so when you tighten this down, it holds tension against that so it won't come loose. So what we're gonna do is flip this over. We got to lift up just a little bit, get those started. Always, always, always hand start your threads. Don't ever start with a power tool because if you do cross thread it, it's all over but the crying. You'll have to drill it, tap it if you can get it out, and you just don't need to do that. So take a little bit of time, start hand tightening these. Once they're in good, you can adjust that a little bit, and then I am going to use my Craftsman ratchet. We're just gonna tighten these up. I'll snug these. All right, I have those snugged up. We are going to throw our 17 mil on our socket, and then I'm going to hand tighten these so I know that they're tight. Again, guys, this is OutfitR 2-bike 200-pound rack, so 100 pounds a piece, and then they sit on here. This part flips up, this slides forward, your back tire sits here. You run this back till it's tight against the tire, push this down, it locks it in place, it doesn't move, and then this goes around your tire to keep it in place. Your front tire sits here, so this is basically all there is to the rail. So I'm going to set it over here since it is finished, and then we will start building the rest of the rack out. The flat part is up, so this is where your tire drops down into. So just understand, it is written in the instructions, so you do not have to worry if you don't want to watch my video all the way through, which I would highly recommend because it really helps me out, helps the channel out. And then if you use the link in the description, you'll get the best price at no cost to you guys. So let's get this put together. I've been wanting to get this rack put together for you guys and installed to show you how everything works for a while now. I have just been crazy with different projects going on right now. So this is sometimes nice to do in your vehicle. You can run this in, and then that way you can put everything together. For the sake of just building this for you guys, I am going to do it on the table. Normally, you'd assemble these two together. They go in here, so you have your pin and your bolt, and then this piece sits in here so that when it pivots up, you can put your pin in. So when it's in the car, this is folded up, and then when you want to put your bikes on it, you just fold it down. But since I'm assembling this on the table, we are going to wait on... Whoa, I wasn't scared. You're scared. Okay, since we're assembling this on the table, I'm going to leave this last. So what we're going to do is first we're going to mount these uprights. They're going to go in here, and then we're going to set these on top of here and bolt these down. Once these are bolted down, then I'll go ahead and finish the 2-inch receiver part. So let's go ahead and get this apart right now. I like that all of the washers are captive on the bolts. That's a very nice touch. All right, so we've got 2 of these plastic washers. You slide one plastic washer over, so it sits here. I'm going to slide this through. We have this other plastic washer that goes over this, and then we have our washer with the slots in it that go over the slots, so that fits perfectly there. And then take this, and we're going to tighten it down. If you go too tight, you won't be able to turn these. I do like these stiff so they're not bouncing around. So we're going to go ahead and put that down there. Man, guys, when you look at how this rack is manufactured and assembled, it actually is super, super nice. Same thing, all we're going to do is slide this through like so. And then we have washer, plastic washer, steel washer. You can't mess that up because it goes over those grooves. And then our bolt that goes in to tighten everything up. You have these carriage style bolts. You just take the nut and washer off. And then we're going to slide them down. Same thing here. One thing, you will need a 13 millimeter to tighten these. On this bottom tray, there is a welded crossbeam right here. So what we're going to do is just run that over so it sits against that tray. And then we're going to go ahead and tighten these up. Guys, anybody can build one of these. Now, the cool part about these are they just go on here. So when you lift this rack up, then these slide over, and then this goes around your seat post. So you can slide it backwards or forwards, or if you want to go around the frame, you can do that with that. So it makes it really nice. So right now, we're just going to fold that down. So what we're going to do is set this in here like so. Tip this up, run that in there, and just set it back down for right now. Pin goes in the front, so we're going to run that through there. We're going to take our bolt, run it through from this side because this beam is in the way. Now the key is to not over tighten this. You want it snug, but you don't want it so tight that you can't rotate the rack. And then you're going to use your washer and lock nut on the part that goes in the truck. What you'll do is run your split washer, your regular washer, and then we will tighten this up all the way through there, and then you'll drop your safety pin. So right here, there is a bolt that is threaded into this welded nut. And what it does is when you tighten this up, it puts pressure against this beam. So when this is folded flat, it takes any kind of bounce out of that and holds it nice and tight. So you want to make sure that you adjust this once you get it on the truck, because once you put it in and then you set it down, you can kind of adjust that. We will take this out and we are going to put it on the truck and get a bike on it. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and get this rack installed. Guys, I'm going to slide underneath here and show you how this goes together. So we will be using our 24mm or a crescent wrench. A crescent wrench will work just fine. And then your threaded bolt with your washers on. So you can go through either side if you want to. We'll go ahead and slide that through. And then if you put a little bit of up pressure on this and tighten that down. So if you look, see how this moves in there? When you tighten this down, that'll take all of that up. So once you get that tightened down, it doesn't move anymore. This up here does, but there's no more play in that whatsoever. Then use your safety pin and go through the hole that's there. And now you have a very sturdy rack. So bolts in there tight. You can get these bolts with a lock on them if you choose to order one. It makes it pretty nice. All right, guys, we're rolling right now, and as you can see, the bikes are on the back of the truck. We're going through the neighborhood, hitting some transitions in the road, and we have a few speed humps coming up. I wanted to give you guys an idea of what it's like. This is real world driving. This is exactly what you deal with every day. That's 2 full-size e-bikes sitting on the OutfitR 2 bike rack, rated for 200 pounds total. Look at that. No wobble, no bounce, no sketchy movement. That's what you want when you got serious weight hanging on the back of your truck. I've tested a lot of racks, and honestly, most of them look fine sitting, but once you start hitting stuff like this, that's when you find out real quick what you've got. That transition right there is at an angle, so it disrupts the truck from side to side, and that thing handled it like a champ. We're going to take a right here and hit a speed hump, and I want you guys to notice how rock solid this rack is, and those bikes don't move a bit. Trust me, if this thing was moving around, I'd be the first one telling you I'm not about to donate 2 e-bikes to the street today. This is what you want to see: a solid connection points, no excessive movement, and everything locked in. If you're running heavier e-bikes, fat tire e-bikes, cargo bikes, this is the kind of stability that isn't optional. It's all that matters. We're not going crazy, just normal driving. We're going to pull into the park here and load and unload the bikes and show you guys how simple and quick this is getting out on the trail with your bike safely in tow. All right, guys, we're over here at the park, and I want to show you how easy this is to load and unload these bikes. We're going to pull our pin, just drop that. We're going to unload the TST first. Drop our ramp in. What we're going to do is release these, put them out, release this one. Now we are hooked on the other side right here, guys. So all we're going to do is tip this over a little bit, come out, and straight down the ramp. It is as easy as that. Set it on the other side. We're gonna release the strap like so. Make sure the wheel protector doesn't come off. We're just gonna run this down so it's not in our way. Same thing on this side. Release the lever. Slide this out. And then all we have to do is release this one and slide this out a little bit and right down the ramp. Super simple. So guys, this rack is rated at 200 pounds, 100 pounds a piece. These bikes are roughly 65 pounds, 60 pounds. You can load a much heavier bike on here without having any problems. I'm 225 pounds, so let's just see. Look at this. Bounce up and down. It doesn't move. Very sturdy rack, guys. So some final thoughts. This rack is built for everybody. It is easy to assemble, it's easy to install, and it's easy to load and unload your bike, so you're not waiting when you get out to the trail to try and get the bikes on and off. It is super simple, super quick, and we're gonna go ahead and throw these back on here, and I'm gonna go for a ride this afternoon. We're gonna take these bikes down south and have a little fun with them this afternoon, so really looking forward to that. Let's get these bikes back on the rack and show you guys how simple it is. All right, all you gotta do is hit this at about 20 miles an hour. I'm just kidding, you don't do that. So all you do is roll this right up the ramp, over the stops, give it a little bit of lean, drops right in there. We're gonna take and move our seat lock in. Make sure your rubber piece is centered. Slide that in, give her a snug, and you're all done. We're gonna run this right through the tire. That secures it there. We'll come around to the other side. Run this through the wheel. Make sure your rubber piece is centered so that it protects it. Give that a snug. There you go. That's all there is to it. Super simple. I'm gonna flip this up to there. Make sure you put your kickstand up first, guys, before you do this. And we're just gonna walk this up. Nice and easy. Same thing, just lean it over just a touch. Secure that. Okay, guys, so as you can see, we have this strap. It does have a wheel protector on it right here. All you do is run it through the wheel, through the lock, and then snug it down. And then that way, that protects this from bouncing. To release this, all you have to do is push on this lever, pull that out, and then take it out of the wheel. So let's go ahead and slide it back in there. Let's secure that. And we're gonna do the same thing with the front. Same exact thing right here, guys. We're gonna run this through the wheel, run it through your strap, give it a tug. That's all there is to it. She is secure. To put the ramp back on there, you'll notice that this does have a cutout. So we're gonna slide this in here like that. Take our pin, drop it through, and then this keeper comes up and around, snaps into place, then that can't go anywhere. All right, guys, that's all there is for the OutfitR 2-bike rack. 200-pound capacity. We got both bikes loaded. They are super secure. When you move this, it just moves the truck. It does have that threaded pin, so all you do is tighten that up and you're good to go, guys. Drop your cotter pin in there. It does have a lock washer, so it can't loosen up. And then our pin is in here. We are all secure. All secure. Thanks for coming along. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Please use my discount code to get a discount on this rack. And if you use my link, it'll get you the best price. Thanks, guys.